Hey everybody, it's Sandwich. Welcome back. This is Project Brutality, played with an Obsidian generated megawad. I've played a little bit of Brutal Doom on my channel, but this is worth checking out as a cool fork of that. I'm gonna play on harsh because it's good for newcomers, it says, and I've found that it's a nice balance for me while I'm learning everything. Let's dust off our helmet here and get into it. I've got also a music randomizer from Jimmy's Jukebox. So that's gonna freshen things up. Now, I played a bit of this first level just to make sure everything was working correctly, but other than that, I have not seen this megawad. And, it's interesting. I was not planning to do another Obsidian video, but I was playing around, just testing out Project Brutality, and I generated an 11-map episode that I really enjoyed playing through. So I figured, why not try a whole megawad and see if it holds up, and also see if, you know, it's a good way to maybe learn some of the ins and outs of this mod and all the high tier weaponry and enemies that come later. So yeah, like, this megawad is called Vitalizer. Oh, by the way, Doomguy is extremely vocal in this mod, in ways that are hilarious and over the top, if you're okay with not taking things too seriously. This is a pretty good default rifle, I've found. I do like the weaponry in this. They look great. There's just generally a love of weaponry in this mod, I find, with all the different variations and animation and everything that I'm really enjoying. Of course, this mod can make some levels that are a bit wonky to find your way around. Like, even on this first level, I had some trouble when I actually played through it the first time. Hopefully I can figure out everything here. Fuck that guy. Yeah, so I've found a few tricks in making Obsidian levels fun. Shut up, I'm trying to explain something. Hey. One thing is that I jumble up the themes so that every map has a random theme, which keeps things from getting stale, and I also have the size of the levels jumbled up so that it doesn't just keep getting longer and longer. Now, because what I found was, if you have stuff progress episodically like the original games, things will get a bit stale. You're gonna going into longer and longer tech bases, and the randomized generation is not good enough to make that interesting. So I found jumbling it up really keeps things fresh. You know, you have new music, and just makes for a delightful experience. Now I believe the way forward is not here. Again, like I said, some of these levels are like kind of hard to like find your way around, but there are all sorts of ways to ameliorate that if you want. You can always make it able to jump through windows to skip progression, but I'll have to, yeah, it's over here. Sometimes I might have to pause just to make sure that I don't waste too much time wandering around. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. I am getting torn up there. I meant to actually dual wield, but I don't actually have two assault rifles. So there's the blue key, and now I believe we can get on with things. Do you have a double jump and a ledge grab, which I have made it so that you can't skip stuff like that. There is also an equipment selector. Got some grenades. What I'd like to do is actually bait them up here a little bit. This mod can be hard, so you have to think a little bit tactically sometimes. They're not actually wanting to, so I'm just gonna... Oh, that actually freezes all the barrels. I didn't even realize that. Okay, I've got lots of grenades, so let's just throw a healthy dose down and alright, we are into territory that I have not seen, so Already some lost souls flying around. Interesting. Chain gunners are as dangerous as ever. They're not quite hit scan, but so you can kind of dodge their attacks a little bit more, but you still kind of want to get out of their way before they fully wind up. Oh! There we go. Oh. Well, these guys are funny. Yeah, he's pretty stoked. He's not going to be able to help us for long, though, because we're out of there. Raze the Blaster. This has randomly generated titles as well. Wellblack Front. I don't know what that means. But I'm going to be actually kind of rifle starting, so I get to, you know, every map I think you gotta dust your helmet off, maybe wipe some of the blood off, wrap your dog tags around your rifle, and let's get into it. So as you can see, we're in a different theme. This looks like it's going to be a hell level. Maybe it doesn't have the same cohesion as original episodes, but when stuff is randomly generated, it's not going to have that human touch that makes like the same type of theme interesting. So as 70 monsters, the monster count's not necessarily going to go up linearly, so it's going to be more interesting. You'll have a little variety there as well. I've actually got 2 rifles now, so I can do wow, a Revenant already. That's a little different than my first playthrough, I think. These guys, they have a little more tricks up their sleeve. For example, all flying around and shooting stuff. However, I have a Revenant launcher piece of equipment. There's some equipment that you can use in Project Brutality. Let's get the key vending machine there. And now we're getting surprised here. Oh! This is going to be better for these guys. Stop whining. Show yourself. Yeah, there's a lot more voice lines in general, I've found. From enemies and from Doomguy. And that might bother some people, but it's kind of amusing for me. Die, mortal. You can shut them up faster if you want. This is the shut up button. I am gonna be saving a bit here. Okay, we can get out here. So you get a health bonus sometimes if you just shoot a lot of guys, and Doomguy gets real stoked about it, which is cute. But yeah, as you see, there's lots of prefabs in this that are kind of cool. It looks like we've gone from like hell into sort of tech base, so like some of the stuff even feels a little jumbled up within the map, which is cool. That is... So some of these secrets you'll know just from playing a bit. However, I can't... Ooh, well, I can't really use the rocket ammo yet. But, hopefully soon. So we did see a Revenant already. Now, this HUD I have does not show me all the weaponry and ammo I have, so, you know... Ooh, that guy hopped out of the way. Ooh, wow. We got... Shit. These guys are a lot more invisible. We've got a... So check this out. We've got an equipment selector. We've got a Revenant launcher with a lot. And I just hurt myself there to see if I still feel. And indeed I do. But I should actually keep this Revenant thing out because that thing is fucking potent. And I've got 12 of them because I've killed... I guess because I killed a couple Revenants. So I'm gonna hit G for the equipment, or whatever you have it selected to. I believe I have most of my hotkeys. Oh, nice. I haven't seen that type of secret yet, actually, in Obsidian, so that's a cool find. I have to be on the lookout for those more. I hear stuff from over here, but I found sometimes turning on the textured map can help in figuring out where I'm supposed to go. I've got the blue key now, of course. Oh yeah, imps like to crawl on the ceiling, which is actually really cool. Kind of a little bit of like Doom 2016. Like, look at this. Where imps were very mobile like that, and I actually find that to be an interesting tactical wrinkle. So, okay, the blue door. Yeah, I hear these guys. The fact that they are so vocal actually helps, you know, identify targets before they're right up on you, which is... Like, look at this guy, he's... So killing stuff also can give you some health and ammo, which is, you'll need it in this. I do have this thing, which is going to be useful for... Now, this chain gun is even more crazy than the Brutal Doom one, I think, and it actually makes it quite a distinct weapon from your rifle. Like, the rifle is very good for accuracy and conserving ammo. This thing is just when you need to destroy everything in a room really quickly. However, as you can see, it just really chews through ammo. So that makes it an interesting tactical choice on which one to use. I like that. I'm actually out of stuff now. I probably shouldn't have demonstrated so much. Okay. There's cool outdoor areas here. Oh, hello? Don't have a melee option for those guys yet. But, we've actually got... Right, I've got the red key now, so we can safely... Hello. You just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in, and it was pretty good. Okay. So yeah, the Revenant launcher is pretty good. And I've got a lot of him, so I'm just literally gonna... I think there was a Revenant next to me clawing me. I didn't even realize, because that's the thing, is Revenants can really surprise... did I just say Revenant? Imps can really surprise you. Jeez. Those grenades are very potent as well. They will murder you when you least expect it, when you're hiding around a corner and cover. That's the exit, so you can just, you know, I have it so that I can't skip stuff with jumping, but I will use the double jump and ledge grab if I feel like it. Auxiliary Circle 281KO3. I'm gonna be pistol starting, so it will change the audio track. I haven't figured out a way to avoid that, but it's still gonna be random. Alright. Awesome. This weapon is sexy as fuck. The double barrel shotgun is... The standard one here is anything but standard feeling. This thing... It looks cool, it sounds cool. I'm a big fan. And it'll, tear those heads off real well. Took all of them out in one shot. Very nice. Alright, so let's get 54 monsters, so, you know. So, occasionally Doomguy gets really hyped when you kill some stuff and make a lot of blood go everywhere. And you'll get a health bonus, and he will exclaim some very silly phrases, such as, "I'm a 12 on the 10-point scale of badness," or whatever the fuck. It's pretty dumb, but you know what? It's part of the over-the-top, silly good time that this is, so I don't mind. Ooh, we opened... Oh, this is a cool MIDI track. This is Jimmy's Jukebox mod, so there's just gonna be tons of MIDIs from all sorts of games and from Jimmy and all sorts of stuff. Sometimes these levels, you got quite a few options. I was very surprised and happy at how well balanced the generated stuff was once I got the sliders right, because you don't want the levels to fill up too much because the tiers are also going to be filling up. So you just I kind of keep the monster population fairly flat, but because the monsters start to get harder and harder, it ends up being very nicely balanced, and it gets a little bit more interesting as you go. Now, can I go through here? Yes, I can. Nice outdoor area. Let's save here, because things can get out of hand and you can die very quickly. Oh, yeah. Shit. So, headshots are quite useful. I need this help kit over here. Oh, oh. Okay, so this is one of these choose your own power-up thing. Now, I kind of want that helper guy. Maybe I'll just get the chainsaw unless I fucked it up. Yeah, I was a little too impatient and greedy there, so I paid for that. That's okay, we don't need that stuff. Another super shotgun, we don't really need that. Nice. Looks like we're probably gonna have to open that way there. We have the yellow key though, so we can go... We can actually go in here, okay. Didn't realize that. Oh yeah. Oh jeez. So I do like how this feels. The way that you have to duck around stuff, and the way that this, you know, gives you a blind generated experience makes, you know, figuring out the tactics and how to approach situations really fun for me. Is that going to be the exit? Not a big level. Didn't overstay its welcome though. Nice. 5604 Rasdorvanth Place. Sure. Death assured by, yeah, so you can see there's a little explanation of the track up there. You can select a pistol start balance option, so it's gonna give me a few bits and bobs that I would normally get. There's some Obsidian art. Nice. Should grab some shotguns. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to start paying attention a little more just to make sure I do alright. I'm not the most used to this mod. Okay, dude, I'm sure you will find me. This is not a... Oh, so this has 237 monsters. So this is a bigger boy. But, you know, I found the big maps to be pretty good. I don't think there's anything here. There's actually just a med kit there in case we need it. Let's, You can't hide? Okay, well, I won't then. There's nobody there. Chainsaw there for me. It's gonna be useful. It's actually quite a bit there, so I'm gonna throw one of those. Actually kicked up some dirt, which is cool. Gonna try to use the shotgun when I can, because the rifle is extremely good at doing the hit scanners at a range. Not sure what's going on in here. Haven't seen this type of prefab before. A little bit of a corpse store or something. That's nice. There's obviously this is gonna work by gelling together a bunch of prefab stuff, but you do see some cool ideas. These are often traps. So I like to whir up my chain gun, and that helps a lot in those situations. No. Yeah, you can see already, I'm in, this is the 4th map, and there's already a fairly good mix of themes. Urban, hell. I mean, it's vanilla textures, so it is all fairly vanilla themes, but still a fairly good mix. I think I might want to explore the other way, because I've come across a bit of a dead end. Now, you can actually set dead end options. And I put it to some instead of heaps. Heaps is an option. So I also put it so you can't jump over those, so I believe this is where I go. I forgot that this was an option. You'll get used to some of these, like... Oh, jeez. Sometimes it's a little, these lifts especially can be hard to remember where they are. There's a lot of guys up there. I'd love to get... Okay, that didn't actually get any of them. There's a ton of guys up there. Okay, thankfully I cleared that ledge. Ooh. Yeah, I'm low on... Shit. Oh. So yeah, pistol starting I find is actually really fun, because you have to start utilizing weapons you might not normally. For example, these pistols. Yeah. I use that a bit because I'm low on rifle ammo and I'm out of... There is a different equipment, but it's kind of hard for me to track with the HUD that I have. Oh. Okay, there's stuff around this way. Shit. It's a fairly large area. I want to use this. I'm almost out though. Shit. I don't think I have a berserk, but thankfully I was able to take him out. Ooh, they're over there too. Ooh, sometimes they crouch down as well. Wow, that guy was meaty. There's a guy up there. There we go. Use all the ammo I can find here. Whoa. There's a lot down there. What do I have? I don't have a lot there. Not a lot of health either. That thing might open up. You know, I'm not sure A lot of those are just traps, although those teleports, and I'm not sure I've even seen one that wasn't, to be honest. Get a little bit of health and armor from those guys, from demons sometimes. Yeah, he's pretty stoked. Alrighty, still don't have a key. That is not a different. You know what? Well, seems like almost every time I try to get in one of those, it's just a trap. I'm not sure how often that is, but it's kind of funny. Gravestone. It seemed like I explored down there. I didn't really see anything like a switch or anything. I hear demons over there, but sometimes it could be hard to find a direct route to them. Now, I haven't not been here yet. Wait, what the hell's this? Huh, did I really get that lucky on the first one? That's a bit of a prefab to, I guess, show you a few different enemies. That was not really what I was hoping for, though. I was hoping for progression. A professional aggression. Also not what I was looking for. No, it is you who will be doing the dying. Non-mortal. Mortally challenged. Remember that stupid thing. So I'm at the exit, which needs 3 keys. And I've got no keys. So that is something that I could try to maybe get fixed a little bit. Is, you know, I'm not sure if it can, but sometimes I find it very hard to find progression. Sometimes I swear that the key is just nowhere to be found on a map. I've also made it so you can't just jump over these to skip progression, because you know, you can really subvert an entire map that way. But it does mean that you can get quite lost, so I will see you soon. Alright, I found this area to go here. Little broken wall. Yeah, I really like some of the reload animations and stuff. It's got like this cool motion blur effect. Ah, we got the yellow key. Oh, yeah, no, we do have enemies. Thankfully, I have a lot more rifle bullets now. Typically, enemies will... I've actually found it fairly good sometimes in how they get enemies to respawn to kind of lead you towards your next objectives, but it doesn't always work. Now, is that anything? No. What the hell? Ooh. I think there was an imp on a ceiling somewhere. Oh, so I can't actually get to that from here. Or no, I can. There's this whole area, right? Which likely requires some sort of switch. It's not in the meat shop. It's not the cash register. Oh, I didn't see that before. Well, there we go. Okay, I don't have any equipment. What I could show off is Has quite a kick, but it's quite useful. There's a special equipment button that allows you to do some different stuff. Uh-oh. Nice. So now I've got a red key, but the question is the blue key, because you actually just need all 3 keys, and none of these directions look easy to get to. Wow, so I didn't even realize this. You could actually get through this thing, and this door. Wow, so that's actually not an easy piece of progression to find. Again, this is just a prefab that is kind of designed in such a way that it's pretty hard to make out. So, you know, that's just one of those issues you're gonna find sometimes. I think that's just the nature of randomly generated layouts. Whoa. Makes sense to sort of aim around the chest area, and it actually rides up into their head fairly well, I find. Oh shit. Actually got quite a bit of ammo, so we can try this thing out. Actually. Oh. Oh yeah. Did I get flanked? No. Thankfully, this is quite a useful weapon for mid-tiers. It chews them up with quite a bit of ammo usage, but it works. Of course, we got ooh, those guys were still alive. Yeah, we can pick up some demon weapons, which is cool. Sometimes it's hard to know how much equipment you have for everything. Yeah, there's going to be quite a lot of teleporting enemies in order to greet you on your way back. Oh, from both sides. Might as well toss them a little gift. These all opened up actually, so it's kind of cool that as you're going around, you new traps and stuff open up for you. Oh, look at that! That opened up too. Actually makes backtracking a little bit more interesting usually. Shit. Just caught reloading there. I've noticed I'm quite a bit worse while talking with a mod that I'm not used to as much. Whereas Classic Doom, I'm fairly good at it even if I'm not paying any attention. Just because I'm so used to it. Yeah, so sometimes you're rewarded with silly voice lines. Alright, so we can actually get to the... Wait a minute. You can actually just jump over this. That does actually subvert progression a little bit that way. It shouldn't be possible, but it's actually not a big deal. I might... Shit. Yeah, there's another guy back here. Okay. I thought I had a Mancubus cannon. I do. Okay. Fortunately, these guys live a little bit. I think those chain gunners aren't gonna fire at me at least. Nice. Okay, I can actually use the chainsaw for these guys. Sometimes you can hold the chainsaw out in front of you and just run into guys, but it will also hack at them. You're a little bit away. Never found the rocket launcher. Gonna have to make do with this insane Gatling gun, which is okay with me. There's no ceiling, so that imp shouldn't have... Oh, I see. Nice. Looks like we've... Oh, a nice little house here. Here we go. Pretty good level. I mean, it's the whole needing 3 keys at several different twisty passages is a little bit difficult sometimes, but some pausing, I figured it out. Defective development compound. I hope it's not too defective. Alright, some spooky music. I do like this opening animation. For the longest time, I thought that was just Brutal Doom. So I saw guys like Martinez and stuff like play that stuff, but no, it's actually part of this. Okay, we've got silvery tech base, and wow, an invincibility off the bat. That's unusual. I also have a chain gun off the bat. I'm not sure. I might. A lot of specters. 118 monsters. Oh, cool tech base. See, I like the way this mixes up the theme. I got a medikit. Okay. You know, I might... Ooh, that guy was eating that chain gunner. What the heck? That was cool. Maybe I'll grab that invincibility and just use it to, I've never seen one right off the bat like that. Oh, it opens that. Well, I got a shotgun out of that, so that's actually pretty good. Let's try going left. Toilets? That's a cool prefab. Can't actually go that way. That's a dead end. Okay, I guess I went the only direction I could. Oh. Well, we ran out. Oh, almost out. Yeah, these guys can sneak by you the way they crouch around and walk on the ceilings. It's quite fun to deal with. I'm hearing a lot. Shh. I'm hearing a lot of demons around me. Outside the windows, so I don't want to get too close to them. Shit. I opened something with that switch. It's like it was over here. Oh, I accidentally hit the talk key, so I couldn't move and throw that. My bad. Or I hit something that made me stationary there. Oh, jeez.
How's that for ultraviolence?
Okay. Right, we open those doors. Did I explore everything here? Guess I did. Oh. Oh, that's the exit. I need the blue key. Okay. I like this area. Okay, finally get past the washrooms. And, no other equipment. No melee. Out of grenades. That Mancubus is actually tearing into them for me. A rocket launcher. Awesome. I think we're getting a little bit of infighting there. More. Wow. Wow, that was quite a fight in the washroom. They were actually tearing into each other with axes and stuff. Didn't even realize they had that as a melee attack. Oh! I heard a grenade. Those things are deadly. Alright, I'm actually getting... Shit. Yeah. Thankfully they are allowed because that allows me to know where they are. This thing can fire a volley of 3 missiles. This Mancubus actually got killed by infighting, I guess, huh? Alright. Gotta remember that we have some high ordnance with us. Got the blue key. And not a lot of monsters left, so... not a lot of monsters left, so we could actually probably... Oh, shit. They like to jump around. Quite dangerous. And... sometimes I find it easier to see the doors without the textures. Yeah. You can throw the fire axe. Oh wow, that guy went on fire. I've never seen that before. What's gonna be cool is I'm gonna see lots of stuff. Like I did play a little bit of this mod, but not that long, so I am gonna discover lots of cool things like that. Caco's on fire. Great Caco's of fire. I think that's almost everybody. Ooh, there's gonna be stuff down here. Okay, Cacos can dodge stuff like that sometimes. Probably shouldn't have wasted it on that guy. I was trying to hit the floor under him for the splash damage, but he still survived. So I should probably keep that in mind. Now, if I'm super close like that, I suppose that will work, but maybe not the best way to deal with a Caco. I'm actually almost dead. I've found that I can take more damage than I realize sometimes, and see, we've got the triple. Yeah. Shit. So clear out any hostiles. I think that's the exit right there. Yep, there we go. That was a fun level, actually. A little bit more mid-tiers. Balam's bitch. What? That really hit go to spooky again? Well, let's randomize it. Okay, we'll use this MIDI. I do like this little animation. You can turn that off if you want, by the way. Oh, I thought that was the... Oh, geez. Check this out. That was fun. Let's switch to this so we can conserve our ammo a little bit. That imp had 2 heads. Did I just get 200% health? Is that like a... What? Mega Berserk! I didn't even realize that was a thing.
I've got you now.
Wow. Still don't have a shotgun. I don't know if I want to hit that yet. Oh. What's that walking around? Cool hell skies here, actually. Alright, well... What's this? Let's, switch into Smash mode. Okay. Was indeed a teleporter. We are low on ammo here. In fact, I might want to use this a bit. Don't really have anywhere to go here. So yeah. Okay, how about down? I guess we can go down here. Yes. I do like that these pistols are going to be a lot more useful if you're pistol starting and you're thinking about ammo. As you can see, I'm starting to run low on this thing. And there's chain gunners afoot, though. Shit. They're coming around the corner. Uh-oh. You can actually put a suppressor on this thing. I'm not sure actually how well that works. If it actually keeps the demons from hearing you. I mean, I guess I could try that out in a circumstance that makes sense. Be stealth in. Oh. They're so loud, it's really quite helpful. Let's check this area out. You have a fair amount of rifle. I heard... Damn it. I mean, there's so many... Okay. Oh, shit. There's so many sliders. There's sliders for what appears in cages and how often the cages appear. I mean, almost everything you see has some sort of slider, which is nice. And, I mean, well, it is a lot of prefabs. I mean, you can see that there's quite a lot of detail. You know, more than... I mean, it would take someone quite a while to make something like this, so... That's one of the, strengths of this. What the hell? Oh, this is a bit of a maze here. Get that backpack. Oh. There we go. I think that's all you get from here. Oh my god. Get me out of here. Okay, that was the best way to do that. Sometimes those areas are progression, which is a bit annoying. So it can be hard to find. Okay. We're still at good health because of that Mega Berserk, though. And we gotta remember we have that so that, Could maybe use that on pinkies and stuff. Yes, this rifle is a very good starting weapon. Useful in plenty of scenarios. The pistol you also start with, but that's really a last resort. Just wondering if that was maybe a thing. Can't get through there yet. We can get through here, though. Oh! So that's cool the way he dodged that by going under the ceiling.
Here, boy, I got something to say. Fuck you, asshole.
Got lots of grenades, actually. What's the 156 monsters? So about 100 more to go. Grenades I find very useful, so I try to preserve them sometimes. Oh. Shot him right into that guy. Oh, I thought I had the rifle equipped. Oh shit. Get away from there. Those things take off. Those, like, I've been killed from, like, I swear, like 60% health just by standing on a grenade accidentally. Wow, those guys actually live. I do try to use the shotgun when possible to preserve rifle ammo because the rifle is so useful. The shotgun's not necessarily more useful in these situations, but it's actually kind of a nice bit of balance where it's like, hey, I want to use this short range weapon when I can. Ooh, I just saw... oh, I thought that was a sawed-off. Okay, I opened up something. Shit. Fucking thing's still running around. Oh, we got a berserk. Oh, he dodged me. So we actually got... Whoa! See that way he jumped there? Pretty cool. We've actually got Revenant missiles, and we got a lot of them. Let's not be afraid to use them, because there's not a ton of enemies in this map. What? What are you on about? That's a secret room. For some reason, my secrets are actually showing up. I accidentally had secrets showing up all the time, because I was using that to find keys before. I want to go over here because... No. There's a soul sphere. Yeah, there's a soul sphere secret in there on a... Okay, I thought that was a bathtub for a second. This way. I'm not hiding. Nice. I remember that video by, what's his name? Bean Sprout, on how Brutal Doom is trash and how, like, the fire axe is, like, meaningless. It's actually, with a berserk, it's actually quite useful. It takes guys out real quickly. You can also throw it. I don't know if that's in Brutal Doom originally, actually. I still have lots of that Revenant launcher. This is quite a section. Lab beakers. I think this stuff looks cool. It definitely helps to switch it up every map. Because then it also means you get to see lots and lots of different prefabs. Increases the time it takes to get sick of them. Oh, wow, this is a really cool section. Like, I haven't seen these before either, right? Like, I've played... I mean, I haven't played a massive ton of these levels, but enough that, like, the fact that I'm still seeing new stuff is actually pretty cool. Ooh, dead end. Oh, I think this might be the way to go. That's one of the harder pieces of progression to find. Is this? Oh, it's another. I really like the starting animations that you get when you pick up weapons. Like, there's just a love and craft to the way weapons are presented in this mod that I'm a fan of. I mean, playing an FPS game, it really is all about the weapons. Get through there. This is, okay, so that's, yeah, that's a secret. You can't just jump there, but, you know. I'm trying not to subvert too much of the stuff. Is there... Yeah, okay, I think this way. So I could definitely turn down the amount of dead ends. I could turn it down a lot, but I don't mind some of them. I think that makes it interesting. I don't want every single hallway to be progression, you know, but... I think I was over here, wasn't I not? Oh, this is just up top. Oh! Glad I came up here. I do like the animations on that. Here's quite a big area. Too close for him to dodge that one. Oh, what? Huh. It's a secret. It's actually quite good for cacos if you can get close enough. Open wide. So yeah, I mean, you know, we'll see how much of this megawad I play through. I don't know if it's going to be the whole thing, but if I keep having such a good time and I get to learn all the high-tier enemies and stuff and weapons, I think it'll be quite nice. And then maybe I can play through some WOD like Hellbound or something. A WOD that I have not completely finished, but that I do not care about finishing normally. Balam's Bitch. Bane of the Zone. Now usually there is a procedural generator for the intermission text. Maybe that's not working with Brutal Doom, I don't know. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this episode. Put on your helmet for next time, and we will check out this little number. We've got a little bit of hell, a little bit of tech base, and have a lot of fun with this. Let me know if you're enjoying the mod stuff on my channel. I've been playing a lot of classic, but it's kind of a new look, and I'm enjoying it. I'm trying to keep a mix of all the different stuff, but you guys let me know with likes and comments, and even subscriptions on the video, and let me know if which content you like the most, and you know, maybe I'll tailor it a little bit to that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.